On Christmas morning, my daughter asked why everyone got gifts except her. My sister said, maybe Santa skips kids who don't fit in. Everyone laughed. I didn't. I just took out my phone, made one call, and on day 4, what they found waiting for them in the driveway made them scream. Christmas at my parents' house has always been performance over love. Matching sweaters, forced smiles, gifts no one wants wrapped in perfect bows, but I convinced myself this year would be different. My daughter was finally old enough to remember. I wanted her to have one good memory with her grandparents. I should have known better. We arrived just after 8. My sister's car already parked crooked across 2 spots like always. Inside, my dad was on his second scotch. My mom greeted me with a comment about how tired I looked. My sister acted surprised to see me, like she hadn't texted the night before. I brought expensive gifts, noise-canceling headphones for dad, a silk scarf for mom, a new phone for my son. I wrapped everything with hand-tied bows because that's what keeps them civil. We started opening gifts one by one. Each name was called. The pile got smaller. My son's eyes lit up at his phone. My sister's boyfriend got a leather wallet. My niece squealed over a MacBook. My daughter's name was never called. She waited, looked around, confused, finally whispered to me, barely audible, "Why did Santa forget me?" Before I could answer, my sister laughed. Maybe Santa skips kids who don't fit in. The room erupted in laughter. Even my mother, clutching her new scarf, laughed like it was harmless fun. My daughter's drawing, the one she'd spent 2 days on, slipped from her coat and landed on the floor. No one picked it up. I stood, walked to the kitchen, pulled out my phone. One call. The $8,000 furniture delivery for their New Year remodel. The custom leather sectional. The dining set. All of it. Canceled. I didn't say anything. Didn't cry. Just waited. 4 days later, my mother called screaming. Not about the missing furniture. About what showed up instead. A rusty metal folding chair. A flimsy plastic table from a liquidation warehouse. And a hand-delivered envelope sealed in gold. Inside. "You are officially cut off. Find another wallet. Michelle." I hung up before she finished yelling. Blocked her number. Then dad's. Then my sister's. I took the kids for ice cream even though it was freezing. My daughter won a plush penguin from the claw machine. Said it was the best day ever. But they weren't done. 10 days of silence. Then they showed up at my door with their neighbor Jerry, the one who reeks of tobacco and makes comments about me since my divorce. My mom pushed a gift into my daughter's hands. A bent coloring book with pages missing and crayon marks already scribbled in it. The kind from waiting rooms. My daughter just stared at it, then looked at me. I told them to leave. All of them. What I didn't know was my uncle had heard everything. He called the next morning and invited me to dinner. Said the whole family would be there. That I didn't have to say a word. They think they're in control, he said. They're about to find out they're not. At dinner, my uncle dimmed the lights and played a video. My front porch. My mother handing my daughter that pathetic gift. Jerry making jokes. Then it cut to Christmas morning. My daughter's face. My sister's voice crystal clear. Maybe Santa skips kids who don't fit in. The laughter that followed. No one in the room moved. My uncle spoke calmly. Said this wasn't about an argument. This was about years of me paying for their house updates, vacations, holidays, and them repaying me by punishing my 6-year-old in front of everyone. He asked if that sounded like love to anyone. My mom tried to interrupt. He told her no. She could sit down and listen or leave. She sat. Then he turned to me. Said I'd carried too much for too long. Been the adult while the adults acted like children. From this point forward, Michelle doesn't owe you anything. Not money, not time, not presents. If you want a relationship with her or her kids, you'll earn it. My parents walked out. No hugs, no goodbyes. But I stayed. Let my daughter finish her pie. Watched my son laugh with cousins downstairs. For the first time in years, I wasn't shrinking in a room full of people. As we left, my uncle handed me an envelope. Inside was a check and a note. "You're not alone anymore. And from now on, neither are your kids." That summer, we went to a cabin by the lake. Just the 3 of us. My daughter brought her chalk. My son swam until his fingers wrinkled. I drank coffee on the porch and watched the sunrise. The last night, my daughter looked up from her coloring. "Mommy, I don't think Santa skipped me. I think he was just waiting." She was right. And next Christmas, he won't forget her.